Hi everyone, I'm Sara, and if you didn't know, November is the U.S. American Diabetes Month. So this month we'll be doing a little game, interactive display to learn a little bit more about what sugar does to our bodies and the relationship it has with diabetes. So does anyone want to volunteer to play the game?
Sure, I'll volunteer.
Awesome. So the game is that we have these stacks of containers, and within each container there are 6 teaspoons of sugar, which equals about 24 grams, and that's the maximum amount of sugar you want in an added sugar in a day.
Okay.
So this much. And so the game is that you want to take one of the stacks and put it in front of whichever drink you think it should go in front of.
Okay.
With the correct amount of sugar that it has.
Okay, so just to be clear, this is the most sugar I'm supposed to eat in one day.
Of added sugar. So that doesn't mean the sugar in your fruit or milk.
Okay.
It means the unnatural sugar that maybe on the back of a can, then you'll see that it says sugar, and then it'll explain or it'll tell you how much sugar is in it.
Okay. All right, so I just have to put these in front of each drink, right?
Exactly.
All right, I think the Arizona is pretty healthy, so we'll put 1 thing of sugar. But this is the sugar in one day, right?
Correct.
Oh my gosh, that's still a lot of sugar. All right, Gatorade. I'm gonna say the super. No, I don't know. Maybe Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's pretty bad for you, right? All right, how'd I do?
Okay, so on the back of this one, can you see how much sugar is in it?
I think it says 77 grams.
Right, so 77 grams of sugar of added sugar is in that, and that equals to about 19 teaspoons, which is about 3 days worth of our added sugar. So it would actually be one of these 3 containers.
Oh, okay. 3 days of sugar? That's still crazy.
So then, do you want to check out this one?
Okay, so it says 25 grams of sugar. So there's 25 in this bottle.
Well, they try to trick you because up here it says that the serving size for this container has 3 in it.
Oh no.
So we would need to times it by 3. So that equals to be 75 grams of sugar.
Ugh.
So that means that it's 18 teaspoons, about 3 days worth. So that's also going to be another 3 container.
I thought Arizona tea was healthy.
So you said for the double shot that it would be the 1. And so on this it says
26 grams of sugar and serving size is 1 can. So
awesome. So that's going to be about 6.25 teaspoons. So it's about 1.
Oh, I got it right.
Yep. So you got it right. And then how about this Gatorade?
All right, 21 grams.
But the serving size?
2.5, so it says 52 grams in 1 bottle.
In one of these bottles. So that's going to be 2 days worth. So you got that right as well.
Oh my gosh, my kids drink that all the time.
So I'm guessing that this is the last one that I can go in. And so this is the super big gulp, and there's no label on the back, but we wrote it on the bottom. So there's 128 grams of sugar in this size of a container.
Wow.
And so that's going to equal to about 32 teaspoons, which is 5 days worth of sugar.
That is insane.
So you mentioned that your kids drink Gatorade after practices and whatnot often. Do you drink any of these, or do you know of somebody else?
Not anymore.
Do you know of anyone else who drinks some of these?
Sure. Yeah, I would have thought that Arizona tea would have been the healthiest though out of all of them.
Yeah, you'd think so, but the sugar is the same as a Mountain Dew. And shockingly, some people don't just drink 1 of these a day. Sometimes they'll drink 2, maybe 1 at lunch and then another later in the day to pick them up.
Wow.
So by consuming all this sugar, what do you think it does to our bodies?
I know about cavities, obviously, and you said it was diabetes month, so sugar isn't good for people with diabetes, right?
Right, well, you can still have some sugar if you have diabetes, but you really want to be aware of how much sugar you're having, because when we consume sugar, then it goes into our body and in our blood, and so then our blood sugar increases. And so to get all that sugar out of our bodies, our pancreas, which is right around here, has to work really hard to produce insulin, which insulin helps clean the blood to get the insulin out of it.
To get this, like, it's sort of like a key, right? It, like,
Yeah, it's a key and it unlocks
sugar.
the doors to let the sugar out of your blood. And so this is an example of blood without sugar. So you can see how the bubbles can move back and forth pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And this is our blood with a bunch of sugar in it. And so because there's all that sugar, it's like it's on a highway and there's a big traffic jam because there's not a lot of room to move. So our blood moves slower and it can't do what it needs to do.
Okay, and so then our pancreas has to work harder, right? And
Right.
get all that sugar out of our
Mhm.
blood.
So when we consume a lot of sugar, our pancreas has to work a lot harder to produce enough insulin to open up all those doors to let those cars off the road. And if we consume a lot of sugar throughout the day, then our pancreas is just overworked and it doesn't really get a break. So that's how it can, if you consume a lot of sugar, then it raises your risk for type 2 diabetes.
Wow.
So we've talked about the different types of sugar, or how much sugar is in all these drinks. And you said you don't want to drink these drinks anymore. So what are some healthy options that we can choose?
Well, water, but my kids aren't going to drink water.
Right, a lot of times people think or think that water doesn't have a lot of taste, but we can add things to it like fruit. So you can cut up some fruit and throw it in some water, and it gives a little bit of a flavor. You could also do iced tea that doesn't have sugar in it.
Okay.
This
Should I still look at the label to make sure it doesn't have sugar?
Yeah, sometimes they'll add some sugar in there, so you want to make sure that you're always reading those labels on the back like we did earlier. And you could also have milk. Low fat or fat free would be the best option. And
Does milk have sugar in it?
Yes, it does have a little bit.
It's the natural kind though, right?
It is the natural
Okay.
kind. So thank you for participating in my game.
Yeah.
And here is a handout that has the recipe from today.
Oh, great.
For a sample, and then also on the back there is some more information about what sugar does to our bodies. And on the front, it talks about how it relates more to diabetes.
Cool, thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for playing.